The Nick Saban era at Alabama is over. What's going on, YouTube? This is SG1 Sports. You're watching our college football channel, and news broke just a little while ago that Nick Saban is going to be retiring. There was a lot of speculation about. I heard it from several places that if he won the national championship this year, he was going to retire. Obviously, that did not happen, but he retired anyways. And again, those rumors, it seemed like every year we would get those rumors, and it finally has happened. I honestly was shocked when I heard the news. I didn't, because of the way the season ended and all the things he had said, I really didn't think he was going to retire just yet. I thought maybe he had 1 or 2 more years in him, but I did kind of see him retiring pretty soon. Just a quick reaction video here. First of all, let's just go down the list of accomplishments for Nick Saban at Alabama, or just in his career, going back to LSU. 7 national championships, 11 SEC championships, 2-time Paul Bear Bryant Coach of the Year, Walter Camp Coach of the Year 2-time. I mean, we know about Nick Saban. He is arguably the greatest of all time. I would say he's definitely the greatest of this era of college football. I don't think there's really any doubt about that. I mean, there's none. He's clearly been the best head coach in college football, in going back even to the BCS era of college football. So this is a huge loss for just the overall sport of college football. I'm going to come at this 2 different ways. One, as a neutral analyst, or whatever you want to call it, whatever I do here on YouTube is, and then I'll also come at this as a fan. But just looking at college football and his impact on college football, they had that run where this was the team to beat every single year, and that had kind of ended. So Alabama back down to earth a little bit. Georgia maybe ascending into that spot, but with the 12-team playoff, it was just going to be different. It was going to be a lot tougher to win national championships at Alabama, because I mean, you're going to have, it's going to be tough in a way. It's going to be tougher to win the national championship. It'll be easier to maybe have an opportunity because you have 12 teams in the playoff, but when it comes to the end of the season, that's going to be a grind, winning a 12-team playoff. And so I think it's going to be tough on him. I think the NIL stuff really, that was bothering him just from things that he said in the past, all the transfer portal stuff. I mean, the guy is pretty old. It was kind of time to retire. So again, I think all of that just added up. He's turned 72 this year, 72 years old this year. And so again, it's not a huge surprise, but at the same time, it is. It is when you think it might happen all these times, all these years, then it finally does. It definitely, it does kind of shock you a little bit. And so Alabama, what do they do now? We've heard names: Dan Lanning, Lane Kiffin, Dabo Swinney. I don't think Dabo is going to be the guy. I don't think it would work with him, just because he just has not embraced the new era of college football. That's why Clemson, in my opinion, is struggling. And so I don't think they're going to go for him. But Dan Lanning fits the mold there in Alabama, the defensive guy, really good recruiter. Lane Kiffin would be interesting, would be very interesting. Obviously, that's an offensive-minded head coach. I'm sure there are other names out there. I wonder if he let the university know in advance, and they've already been kind of searching, or if he just let them know today. I mean, there's a lot we don't know. I haven't really read much. This just came out, I think, less than an hour ago for me recording this. So, yeah, we'll talk about that a lot more, of course. We'll find out who that head coach is going to be. Dan Lanning, I guess, would be my prediction, or Kiffin. Those would be the 2 picks, but I really don't know. I have no inside news or anything like that. So, again, shocked that this happened, but as a fan, and some of you, I guess, don't really know this, I try to stay neutral. I try to stay unbiased on this channel. But as a fan, I am an Auburn fan, and this is a great day. As a fan, as an Auburn fan, this is a great day. I think Alabama will still be very, very competitive. I don't think they're going to go back to what they were in the 2000s before Nick Saban got there. I think this program and this brand, it's been built to a point where they're going to be one of the top teams every year. But it's different without Nick Saban. It does make a difference. And I think it's going to be tough for them to really have any kind of a dynasty. It's going to be tough for any team really to have any kind of a dynasty with this 12-team playoff. But I'm sure they'll get a guy that can recruit, Maybe not to the level of Nick Saban, but still they'll be probably top 10 classes every year. You wonder about the transfer portal and the guys they have now. How many guys are going to leave? I think the first portal window may have already closed. I may be wrong about that, but we'll see who the new coach is, and they're going to have to get through spring practice, and players will see where they stand and how they like the new coach, the new staff, and all that. And we could see a huge turnover there in players. We could see a lot of players leave, or we could see some excitement around whoever the new coach is, and we could see players come in through the transfer portal. It's really hard to say, but big day in college football. This is the biggest news we've had in a long time in terms of coaches. And hats off, though, to Nick Saban, the greatest to do it in this era of college football. And as a college football fan, he will be missed. As an Auburn fan, love to see him go. But I actually did my way too early playoff prediction video. I recorded it earlier today, and that's going to post tomorrow. And I actually I'll go ahead and give you a spoiler. I have Alabama winning the SEC in that video. I would change that, but it's called way too early for a reason. So keep that in mind if you're watching tomorrow's video. I'll put a comment in there just to let everyone know. And who knows, they may have their new coach by tomorrow, and they may not miss a beat. They could keep all their players. New staff could come in, do a really good job, and Alabama could win the national championship next year. Or a bunch of players could leave. New staff might not work out so great, and they could be not even a top 25 team next year. We really don't know at this point. This is going to be a fun off season heading into what could be the funnest college football season of all time with the 12-team playoff and the new conferences. We've got a long ways to go, but it'll be here before you know it. I would love to get all of your reactions, though. What do you think about this news? Nick Saban retiring from Alabama. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below.